Hello everyone, Panda here, and today I'm going to be making a guide on one, especially for beginners. And on this guide, I'm going to be talking about the best weapons that are worth your money, the best vehicles to invest your money in, and also the best routes that you can use to make your money. First tip is very important to know is you need to know where the hideout is. Normally, we're going to be spawning right here, and this is going to be the downtown, where it's the bank heist, which is the best way to make money in the game. And then there's this area. As you can see, there's not an icon for the hideout right here, but it is right here. This is the syndicate hideout, and inside the hideout, you can find Sir B. And Sir B is going to take twice. Is going to pay you twice the value that you would normally get from selling in the pawn shop. When you sell for him, but you're gonna have to wait around 4 hours. And don't worry, this is not 4 hours in game. You don't have to keep playing for 4 hours to receive your money. This is 4 hours in real life, so you can do all this stuff, and then whenever the 4 hours come back, you come back to the game, you're gonna be getting your money. Another tip that's very important is this might sound a little bit interesting, weird, but do not join the syndicate. When you join the syndicate, you can get hunted by both the police and syndicate members. There are some people that can be, quite frustrating to deal with. So, and there's also another thing. When you're inside the syndicate hideout, which where normally police officers are not going to be going around because it's going to be a safe zone for syndicate members, but not for them, so they can be shot and lose their weapons. But I recommend to not be in the syndicate because you can actually lose your wanted level when you're not in the syndicate because it doesn't count as a safe zone in here. But if a police officer approaches, you can just join the syndicate and get invulnerable. Very, very easy tip that you can go. When you're leaving the syndicate and you want to just farm money, one place that you can go to get money that a lot of people might overlook because it doesn't have an icon on them at first is there's this small bank outside here in the Badlands, which is right here. It has 4 ATMs, and by the way, do not underestimate the ATMs because they whenever you break them up, they're gonna be respawning and possibly with a different rarity. And there's a chance that you can have a golden or a diamond ATM, with a golden ATM giving you $10,000 and a diamond ATM give you $100,000 for just breaking them. So do not underestimate them. Yes, normally they're not the best way to make money, but when you get a rare one, you can get some good stuff. Those blue ones are going to give you like 300, and there's like, I believe, purple ones, which can give you like 500, and that's how things work. And then inside of this bank, to rob it is the same deal as a normal bank. You can use an RPG or a C4 and just blow the door. It's the same thing, nothing really changes in comparison to the regular bank. And because this area is really close to the syndicate, you can quickly go to Serbia and get your money sold. And if you're the first one to blow this, you also have this money out there, which can get you $3,000 or even $10,000, depending on how lucky you are, the RNG. You can also maybe get inside like this doors, and sometimes you can find vaults in here to, get even a little bit of extra cash. Sometimes the vaults can give you some good stuff too. And there is actually, I forgot about something. There's a bunch of small areas that can sometimes give you stuff inside of the bank right here. Those things over there, you can see the rock, a pear pad, a pear phone, this sort of stuff. And sometimes it can even give you some stuff, and really good stuff. There's sometimes also a case in here that you can hack. I already gained like a Bitcoin here once, and in those all those that I just opened, I got a diamond one. So do not underestimate them either. So they can complement your cash and give you some good stuff. And then you go inside here through this area, which is the fastest way to access the hideout. And you go to Serbia and you sell. You can see instead of getting $4,000, I'm gonna get twice that. But I'm gonna have to wait for 4 hours until it just gets dropped in my account. So what I'm going to do next is now giving you the best route from the hideout to the city, so you can either rob the bank or the other areas that are worth robbing in the city. Because right here, there is this bank right here, close to syndicate. The other areas that are good for getting money is, of course, the bank, which is the major way, the best way to make money. There's also a pure store, which is an Apple store parody right here, that you can blow up a door underneath here and get some good stuff in here. There's also like a hardware area that you can get a lot of good stuff from here as well. So I'm gonna give you the best route from the hideout all the way to the bank, which is essentially you're gonna turn right into here behind this church. Then you're gonna turn left in this first intersection here. Then you're gonna keep going straight. You're gonna see like this tunnel area with rocks. You're gonna go past through it, and you're gonna see this dirt road, and you're gonna turn left into it. Then you're gonna turn right into the tunnel, and then straight all the way to the bank, to the pier store, or whatever you want to go and steal. I'm gonna go for the bank because you're getting a robbery right now. And yeah, as you can see, I'm already in the bank. I'm gonna shoot that area. It's not necessary to shoot it, but I'm gonna shoot it just to, be quicker. There's a police officer there, but I already lost my bounty, so he can shoot me. So, okay, I'm gonna go with the elevator. I'm gonna hack the lift, and we're now gonna go for the vault. And this is the standard deal. If you get a helicopter, you can go straight to the vault immediately. But the helicopters are really expensive, and they might not be worth it unless you have, like, you want to get the most expensive one, or if you get the small one with the robo spec. And then I'm gonna go here in the vault. And you can see this guy is using the helicopter trick right here. And the thing is, the helicopters are actually slower than a lot of the vehicles, so keep that in mind. I'm gonna come collect all the money, and you have to keep in mind this game has no fall damage, so you don't actually need to open the parachute. You can open the parachute to move further away if there's like a lot of police in this area, but if not, there's no need to open the parachute. Then you're gonna collect your car, and you're gonna go through this route. You're gonna go straight up. And by the way, you can also get money in the Fort Amberage, but normally this area is not going to have a lot of things that are actually going to pay you out. And it's a PvP area, so anyone can shoot you. So might not be the best way, especially for a beginner, to go there. And you're going to jump this area, then you're going to turn right, then right again, then you go to all the way. And when you see this little house, you're going to turn left. Then you're going to turn right. And then you're going to turn left again into the tunnel, which is the fastest way to get into the hideout. Fortunately, there was this guy here. Alright, so now I'm gonna be talking to Subby, selling my loot, and boom, I got $17,000 just out of this. And it's a good idea to make good use of the Christmas event and also open all the stuff in here and sell it. So. Right, select everything, and I'm gonna also sell it with Serbi. And now I'm gonna be talking about vehicles that are worth it. I'd say the Vanguard is the best vehicle you can get, save your money for, and you can fully tune it. It's gonna take you around 1.4 million to fully tune it. And after it's fully tuned, it's going to move really fast, and you can have bulletproof windows, and you're not going to take a lot of damage. You can easily get away from most of the police officers unless they have like a fully maxed out Bugatti, but very few players are going to have that. So at least in the moment, you don't have to worry about those. And then about the weapons, The weapons that are really worth your money are the Benelli shotgun and the SPOS 12 shotgun, the Chris Vector to use inside of a vehicle. You can also use the Uzi, no problem. And the M4A1, which is a lot better than the AK-47. So you can actually kill a player if you're accurate enough with a singular clip. You can already down them. And that's a really good weapon, either to defend yourself against the police or to, as a police officer, to hunt criminals. I'm gonna just get, I think I already have ammo anyway, so. And I think the last tip that I'm gonna give to people is, you can also get the M60 as a weapon. It's a really good anti-vehicle weapon, but most of the time the M4 is gonna be better for actually player-to-player combat in medium distance, and the shotgun are better for a closer range distance. But I'm going to also give a tip. If you get the SPOS 12, do not put slugs in it. I don't know if this is a bug or something, but when you put slugs, it starts firing really slowly. While the Benelli, it still fires quickly, even with the slugs. So you can equip slugs with the Benelli. Do not equip slugs in the SPOS 12. Now I'm going to give the last tip around the pure store that I mentioned before. I'm going to be using similar route that I used before. And I'm going to rob that area. Just so you guys have an idea where the best place is to rob. Again, I'm going to be showing the map again. This is the best place to get money. There's a repair store here, and there's like a hardware area that you can rob in here. I'm going to visit the hardware area as well, just to show you guys that I'm not going to actually rob it in this video, because this video is probably already too long. So, again, pass through this tunnel, turn left, turn right into the tunnel. This is the best route you can use. When you're driving a car, when you're driving a helicopter, you can go straight up. But personally, I think the car is a little bit better than a helicopter, because the helicopter takes a while to spin. So in panic scenario, you can, like you're being like surprise attack from police officers. The car is a better choice than the helicopter. And the cheap helicopter had no protection, so you get shot all the time. This is the hardware store that you can go, right? You essentially gonna be getting this area, you're searching this area, you're gonna getting those PSUs and all the stuff, and then gonna run. It's not the best way to money. It makes less money than the repair store, but if the repair store is on cooldown, it's worth to getting this place. The repair store and the other bank, and both banks are on cooldown. But since my repair store is not on cooldown, I'm gonna go in the repair store and give you the guide on the best way to make money in the repair store. In the repair store, you can get like those spare phones, and you can blow the door either with C4 or with an RPG. And try prioritizing the gold, the purple ones. And also, that's also a good tip for the bank. Try getting the gold and sapphire and rubies if you get rubies instead of the silver, because they are worth more money. And this area inside of the repair store is the one that's going to have the most valuable items to steal from. And again, just to make it as clear as possible, the hardware area, you can get some good stuff in there, including the GPU that it can be useful for the Christmas event. I'm gonna get inside here with a car. You can do that. And there's this ramp right here, where you can have even more areas that you can search to collect PS2s, flash drive, or if you're lucky, GPUs or secret files. Even secret files you can find there. Oops, my car got stuck there. Let me just respawn the car. Okay, good. And then you're just gonna go and sell. You can sell up to $100,000 to Third B every 4 hours, which is gonna give you $200,000. And after that, you can sell it on a pawn shop, or you can join the police officer and start getting money by arresting people. It's up to you. If you're good at PvP, you can go to the police officer way, but if you're not good at PvP, I recommend to just keep selling at the pawn shop and going into the same areas that I highlighted. And another tip is, because you can only sell up to $100,000 with Third B, whenever you reach a limit, and you might not be able to sell everything. Just check how much he's going to be accepting to sell from you. If he says, "Oh, I can only sell like $2,000 to you," you can open your bag and remove the items until it gives you like the $2,000 that you can still sell with Sir B. Right? You can remove the item and then go and sell, right? But since I still have like a lot of stuff to sell, I'm gonna be getting the whole thing. There you go. Sell everything, and now we're just gonna wait for everything. Uh, and well, that's it. That's it for the tutorial. I gave the best places to get money, and in the moment in the game, I believe the game is gonna be expanding the map. It has like some strong hints that the map is gonna be expanding through these areas right here. So we're gonna potentially have more big highs and other areas, maybe a new hideout and other stuff that you can to make even more money and to spread the game further. Because right now there's only one big heist, and normally it's not uncommon to have this big heist area like with lots of police officers camping there, which is a little bit annoying. Well, that's it for the videos. I hope the video was useful for you guys, and I see you guys in the next video.